Alex Palt, and I'm today here at Watchtime Dusseldorf with Werner Unsch. He is with Zeppelin, who is actually a very interesting company with a very interesting, relatively new history. And one of the first questions I wanted to ask you is, what are your thoughts on being called a micro brand, or do you like that? Do you not like that? How do you feel, or even the whole aspect of the micro brands versus the big boys?
Yeah. So I totally understand why people would consider us a micro brand. The reality is we are selling 100,000 watches per year, so that's not reminiscent of a micro brand. It's like what we have done for a lot of years, for a lot of decades actually, is to entertain the entry level price point, which doesn't turn so many heads. But in recent years we have started with the entry level automatic watches and also higher level automatic watches, and now we are more well known in the circles that actually who are relevant when it comes to, is this a micro brand, is this not a micro brand. But in terms of sales value, we have long let the micro brand hint behind us.
Well, you know, Werner, when you think about the whole aspect of entry-level luxury, or I would even say entry-level premium, that way the snobs won't say, but entry-level quality watches. There aren't that many companies that cater to that group. A lot of the Japanese companies tend to. All the homage people do.
Sure.
But when it comes to a good, people say, well, buy the Hamilton. Yeah, sure, the field khaki is a good and expensive piece, but it's not an elegant piece. It's not a classy piece, Or buy XYZ watch. There are a lot of good value pieces out there in the $500 to $1,000 range, but not too many who are trying to be elegant and luxurious.
Yeah, that's actually I never quite understood why that is, and it's I think a lot of it comes back to our founder Willy Birk, who this is just his style of watches he wanted to do. I mean, a lot of people, a lot of watch lovers, when they go actually from liking watches to making watches, oftentimes they are doing dive watches, they're doing aviation watches, which we do too. But Willy just decided he wants to do something more elegant, and that's for the Zeppelin brand at least what we are doing, and with what we have big success.
Do you do any kind of collaborations with interesting watch manufacturers?
Well, with interesting movement manufacturers, it's like not like this, but in other ways. We are going for the bigger manufacturers like Sellita, for example, who were doing for us, or we, as you might know, if you approach Sellita with an idea and you have a movement in mind that you'd like to have, they build it for you. And that's how we came to have the Sellita SW266.1, which is a regulator movement, which is a really interesting option if you want to have something more than a freehand watch, but you have like 5 chronographs already, and you want something different. And so this is the kind of collaboration we're doing. Same with Miyota, for example, who have just come out with their 9075, which we see here with the
travel GMT, exactly.
Right? And we have very good relations with Miyota, so we knew for a long time they were developing it, and for a long time they were unsure if they would release it to the public. But we really said we need this is going to be epic, and they did, and it was. And so we are as you said, with a Polyord, for example, which we had earlier, we've stepped up a little bit, and now we are doing these kinds of collaborations.
Very cool. Is there anything you'd like to tell our audience about what's coming, or anything new, for example, about the Friedrichshafen line that you want to bring out? We did a short on that, so don't forget to look for that short. But have you anything to add about that new line?
Well, the Friedrichshafen is special to us since in Friedrichshafen, the town of Friedrichshafen, it's the home of the Zeppelins, and as you might imagine, this would be the obvious name for a series. But we really waited until we felt in our heart that now is the time. Now this is the one that encapsulates perfectly what the Zeppelin brand and what the Zeppelin airships and all this time was about. And so now with a new Friedrichshafen line. This is really a special line to us, and it's also the reason that we have as many movement options as we never had before with a line.
Power reserve, regulator, everything.
In the next, everything but a chronograph, but that will come in the future, since we really want to show people the regulateur as a really great top-end option.
Well, you know, maybe the regulator will make a big comeback, because some other companies are starting to do regulators.
Regulators have been around, but for price point that was just too high, I think. I mean, it is a odd dial, and I don't know if there's so many people around who want to pay like 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 euros for it, and we have it for 1,249.
That's an excellent price, Werner.
Nothing to add to that.
Well, you know, thank you so much for taking the time at a busy show like this to talk to me, and I know my audience appreciates it as well.
My pleasure.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Have a good one.
You too.